Today's the day. Jupiter enters Pisces. And it's quite the exciting day, quite the exciting moment since Jupiter has been in Aquarius for several months, and now he shifts signs. And this creates a very special summer for you and special summer for us all with this new gift of energy Jupiter is bringing us in the sign of Pisces. And Jupiter will be in Pisces until July 28th of this year, and then he'll go back into Aquarius. But right now, he's going to be in Pisces for pretty much the whole summer. And Jupiter being in Pisces is such a special moment since Jupiter brings abundance. It brings good fortune, optimism. Jupiter energy, as we can already start feeling in society and in the themes around us, we start to feel a little bit more optimistic. We start to feel this sense of faith, this sense of possibility. Whereas the beginning chunk of the year when Jupiter was conjunct Saturn was a little bit depressing, a little bit constricting. But now Jupiter being in its own sign really creates this sense of freedom and expansion and optimism and fun. So this is an exciting transit, won't lie. And depending on where you have Pisces in your chart, this is where you're going to feel this transit. And overall, the main themes in society you can expect is this theme of freedom and really this theme of imagination, creativity, doing what you like to do, doing creative things, and ultimately unity. That's what Pisces is about. That's what Jupiter wants to create in this world. A unified existence with everybody. So unity is going to be a huge theme this summer, being collaborative with people, uniting the collective consciousness. Pisces is all about the one, not the separate, not the multiple, but one. And we're going to feel that with Jupiter and Pisces for the next couple months. So you can watch this video for your ascendant sign. That's how I usually do the predictions, but feel free to watch it for your moon sign or your sun sign as well. If you have tropical Aries placements, this timestamp is for you. And what is Jupiter and Pisces all about for you specifically in your life this summer? Well, Jupiter is going to be impacting your 12th house. Jupiter is going into the natural 12th house of Aries. And this transit for you, Aries, is a very special one in the sense that it connects you really closely with your spiritual path, your spiritual journey. And when I was doing your prediction and looking over your chart, I got this theme of retreat, this theme of going inward, and not going inward in the sense of loneliness, but in the sense of really going into your own cave and tapping into your own divine knowledge, tapping into your own divine source of information. And during the summer, I feel like you're going to have a lot of spiritual insights, maybe a lot of spiritual awakenings for some people, and gaining knowledge that you probably never had before. And gaining knowledge you can only truly gain when Jupiter is in your 12th house. And the 12th house can be so insidious and so confusing and almost hard to articulate, but it's because it represents the things that are unseen, the things that are hidden, the undercurrent of life. So when you get Jupiter there for the summer, you start to tap into those things, tap into the unseen, tap into the spiritual side of life and discover new things about yourself, discover new things about the world, and really get into your subconscious mind and dwell there and gain some new things. Maybe by the time Jupiter gets out of your 12th house, you start to learn new things and put that into practice. But in the summer, you're more so in this retreat mode where you're kind of fermenting and gestating and discovering new things in your own personal bubble. And this transit might also trigger travel for you. So you might travel to foreign lands during this time. You might do things that are more solitary, like solitary activities where you go on a retreat by yourself. Maybe you go and start doing yoga somewhere by yourself. Doing spiritual activities is definitely something you might feel keen about during the summer. And traveling is something that might bring you a lot of spiritual insight during this time and bring you this theme of enlightenment. So travel is definitely a theme here for you, Aries. This theme of retreat is so strong. This theme of tapping into divine knowledge, the divine fountain of information is really what's the vision I'm seeing here for you. And if you want to see your mood board for summer, your mood board based on Jupiter and Pisces being in your 12th house, I have that on my Instagram at AstroKit. I'd love to have you there. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you, Aries, in my next video. If you have tropical Taurus placements, this timestamp is for you. And what does Jupiter in Pisces have in store for your summer? This is a summer for you where you do gain a lot. When I was doing your reading, your prediction, that was one word that really jumped out for you, is just gains, fat checks, okay? And why is this? It's because Jupiter is going into your 11th house. The 11th house is the house of gains. So you couldn't really have a better transit with Jupiter being in the 11th. It does give a lot of gains from your career and gains in the sense of money, opportunity, any sort of avenue that you have in your life where you do gain things. It's going to come with Jupiter being in your 11th. And I feel like with this transit for you, Taurus, it's like everything just falls into place. Things just click. You meet the right person. You get the right opportunity. You get to the right place at the right time. It's just divine timing. It's just working so well for you during the summer. And you're going to be put in a place and put in places where you're going to connect with the right people. Connect with the right people for your career, for your social circles, for your social networks. This is going to help you move to a higher position even in life, in your social status, because you just meet the right people, you're in the right places, you're signing the right contracts, things like that. It's just really this fluid sense of success for you and gains. And Jupiter also aspects your 5th house here. Jupiter aspects your 3rd house and your 7th house. So it's a very social summer for you, I won't lie. A summer where you're really active socially in real life, but also on social media. You can gain more popularity on social media, become sort of like this figure or this brand on social media. It's a great time to like start a YouTube channel if you're someone who's into that, or start a blog, start something online where it's your own brand. And this can bring you fame, recognition, and really bring you into this theme of innovation, this theme of tapping into your own individuality and having that influence the world. It's a really powerful transit for you, and overall you're going to be put in contact with a lot of powerful people and even become a powerful person yourself. So it is really exciting for you, Taurus, and you do have a mood board. So to see that mood board, it's on my Instagram at AstroKit, and it's just a mood board based on Jupiter in Pisces in your 11th house. So with that being said, subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you, Taurus, in my next one. If you have tropical Gemini placements, this timestamp is for you. And what does Jupiter in Pisces have in store for your summer? Jupiter in Pisces impacts your 10th house this summer, Gemini. And so this is fortunate energy for you. And when I was doing your reading, your prediction, this theme and feeling of alignment came into my consciousness, and this theme of just following your path. I feel like you almost are going to start a new life with this transit, start a new path in your life, start a new career. Any manifestation of newness is really strong here. And there's this almost like new direction being created for you in life and a new path for you to go down. And it's almost very much divinely given to you. It's like a divine timing sort of thing. It's not something that's really forced or something you even consciously manifested, but it's something that just falls into place. It's like your path is falling into place, and it might be different from what you're doing right now. I feel really strongly for a lot of you guys, this is a whole new path for you that's going to open up and take you to new places and new heights. And in a more practical sense, with Jupiter transiting your 10th house, this can mean a new career, a new direction in your career, a new, even more than career, I feel like it's so strongly like your purpose, your duty in life, whatever you're here to do. I feel like you're going to find that and tap into that this summer. So if you feel that lack of direction, I feel like you're going to find that direction soon. But you might even gain more authority in your career, gain more authority in whatever you do professionally, gain more status, have this really beneficial perception of you on a public scale where people start to really admire you publicly. You gain more popularity, you gain attention, you gain respect, you gain this new sense of prominence, abundance, and good fortune really blesses you with Jupiter being here in your 10th house, and really blesses your public image and your reputation. And Jupiter is aspecting your 4th house with this transit. So you can expect during this time a more pleasant dynamic with your family. Maybe you hang out with them more, or you feel this sense of unity with your family members, with your mom specifically. This could mean moving for some people, moving locations, traveling even, but your 4th house is under this highlight of Jupiter as well. And Jupiter, it's like this lamp, so it's going to be aspecting not just your 4th house, but also your 2nd house, 6th house. So work overall does get a boost for you. Your finances get a boost as well, your vitality, your health, and just like your purpose and your dharmic path overall. And what else gets a boost is your relationship life. Jupiter is your natural 7th house ruler. Your 7th house is Sagittarius. And so during this time, you can feel more unified with other people. Maybe you meet someone really special, you meet a partner. Maybe if you already have a partner, the relationship there gets stronger. So unity is really strong here with Jupiter and Pisces, and you're going to feel that with your family as well as in your personal relationships and in your business partnerships. So there's a really beneficial energy there for you overall in the professional front and the family front. And you do have a mood board for Jupiter and Pisces. So if you want to see what that mood board is, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, it means a lot to me. And I'll see you Geminis in my next video. If you have tropical Cancer placements, then this timestamp is for you. And what does Jupiter and Pisces have in store for your summer? Jupiter and Pisces this summer is going to affect you in such a profound way, Cancer, since Jupiter will be entering your 9th house. And Jupiter is at home in the 9th house. So this is really positive energy for you, where you do experience more optimism, more expansion, more faith, and this strong theme of elevation in life. And when I was doing your reading and kind of channeling the energies for you this summer, there's this strong sense of contentment for you, this strong sense of happiness, feeling really content with your life, happy overall. And Jupiter is going to be aspecting your 5th house, your 1st house as well. So it makes sense why you feel that contentment, that happiness with Jupiter shining a light on your ascendant and as well as your 5th house energy. And in a more practical sense, during this time, you might be traveling, you might be doing a lot of celebrating and maybe even partying, hanging out with people. There's this sense of unity here with Jupiter in your 9th and with Jupiter and Pisces in general. So you might be unifying with new people, unifying with a partner. I feel like love and like unifying with someone special is really strong here for you, Cancers. And if you're not in a relationship, I feel like this is positive energy for you to get into one. And if you're still in a relationship right now, then it might just get better or be more pleasant overall. So your dating life does get a boost here, and this theme of romance is strong and really unifying with someone special. And education, how could we forget, with Jupiter in the 9th, does represent teaching. It does represent higher learning, higher knowledge. So during this time, you might find that you become a teacher, you become someone who's like an authority within some sort of science or philosophy. You can start taking a new course, go to take a new program online. Anything along the lines of higher education, higher knowledge is theme here. But expanding your consciousness is strong here, and expanding your consciousness through knowledge, gaining knowledge. You guys can even become like a teacher, start teaching classes, taking new courses, anything along those lines. It's really beneficial for you and great energy to do more educational related things, and you'll have more fortune with that overall. And Jupiter in Pisces really represents for you this theme of purpose, following your purpose, being aligned with your purpose, being aligned with your path. The 9th house does deal with your destiny. So you can feel for this summer this strong sense of alignment with who you are, where you want to go in life, your identity, this theme of feeling content and self-assured with, I know where I'm going, I know where I'm at, I know my purpose, and you're just happy with that. So it is really great energy for you this summer, Cancer, and you can expect travel, education, dating, relationships to be really strong for you throughout the summer. And you also have a mood board for the summer. And if you want to see it, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you, Cancers, in my next one. If you have tropical Leo placements, then this timestamp is for you. And what does Jupiter in Pisces have in store for your summer? This summer for you, Leo, Jupiter will be transiting your 8th house. And so with this energy, you can feel this strong sense of power. And when I was doing your reading, channeling the energies for your summer, I felt this strong energy of stepping into your power, stepping into this sense of self-assuredness, the sense of confidence. There's no longer this sense of divide or anxiousness or self-doubt. I feel like with Jupiter in your 8th, it really brings this sense of personal power and uniting your shadow self with your conscious self and not having any sort of division there, but really uniting that together. And you might even start feeling it already, this theme of power, being more confident, self-assured, and in a more practical sense, of course, Jupiter in the 8th house represents gaining money. So that's a really strong theme for you with this transit of gaining more money, gaining more opportunities. And I feel like you're gaining more money because you're realizing your worth. You're realizing who you are, your power, how much power you actually have. And I feel like everything is aligning for you in your life accordingly because you're changing on the inside. 8th house, of course, is transformation as well. So that 8th house energy is really working in a beneficial way with Jupiter blessing the 8th house. And usually 8th house is a little bit misfortunate. It is a little bit chaotic and turbulent, but since Jupiter is so benefic, it does neutralize kind of like that negative energy. And it also protects you from a lot of negative energies, which I will mention because Jupiter tends to protect, and having that in the 8th house is great for protection and protection against the negative influences in life. And I feel like there's that theme of just like uniting with your own inner power, uniting with your own self. And I can't help but feel this sense of completion for you, this sense of sitting on your throne after fighting a battle and finally having that moment of recognition and that feeling of power and knowing you earned something. I feel like that's so strong with this Jupiter transit in your 8th house. And Jupiter's also aspecting your 2nd house. So like we talked about, finance is highlighted here, and gaining money through other people, gaining money through inheritance is strong. But in general, you're going to be making a lot more money during this time, and even gaining more support of other people, gaining the support of business partners, investors, if you have like a business or something like that, and even gaining support, like legal support. So any sort of businessy support you do need, this is fortunate for that. And it's also fortunate for just this theme of self-worth. 2nd house does deal with worth, values, so your sense of self-worth really gets a boost with Jupiter aspecting your 2nd house and being in your 8th house for the summer. So it is an exciting time for you, Leo, of just personal power, transformation, and really stepping into your own sense of self in the world, your own sense of confidence, standing on your throne, and being protected from those outside influences and creating a lot of money and revenue for yourself. And you do have a mood board for this summer. So to see it, go to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you Leos in my next video. If you have tropical Virgo placements, then this timestamp is for you. And what does Jupiter and Pisces have in store for your summer? This is quite an exciting transit for you since Jupiter is entering your 7th house. And Jupiter entering your 7th house represents this theme of abundance and expansion in your partnerships. So if you're in a partnership right now, it can get better, it can expand, it could be taken to the next level in terms of marriage or engagement. And if you're someone who's single, this is a great transit for you in terms of finding new love, finding a new significant partnership. So it is beneficial for that. And overall, this does increase your sense of partnerships, your social contacts in the world, your business contacts, any sort of social connection. It does get a boost here with Jupiter in the 7th because it does aspect your 11th and your 3rd house as well. And for you, Virgo, when I was kind of channeling this energy for you for the summer with Jupiter and Pisces, I got this theme of enjoyment, this theme of playfulness. And during the summer, you're going to feel more playful and be focused more on enjoying your life, having fun. I feel like sometimes Virgos can be the Karens of the Zodiac. No shade, but I feel like there's just kind of like relief for you of like Jupiter being in your 7th and aspecting your first house, your ascendant sign, where you feel more happy, playful, not so wound up, and just want to enjoy your life. And so since Jupiter is having that aspect on your first house, you might want to travel, do new things, go new places. You might just feel a lot more confident, a lot more happy, a lot more expansive overall. And for a lot of you guys, you might have some sort of glow up where you improve your appearance, you just have more self-confidence, more self-worth, and you're just shining a lot brighter. You're becoming like this magnet for people, and it's just a very enjoyable transit for you with Jupiter in your 7th aspecting your first. And overall, you can feel these very social themes in your life throughout the summer, making a lot of new friends, having a new relationship, a new significant partnership. Maybe your partnership goes to the next level, like engagement or marriage. Just overall feeling a lot more happy. And a lot of you guys might travel as well during this time. You might start learning a new language, for example. You might start teaching or doing something out of the norm that kind of expands your experiences, expands your mind in some way. And it is very exciting for you Virgos overall. And you do have a mood board for the summer. And if you want to see what it is, go to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you Virgos in my next one. If you have tropical Libra placements, then this timestamp is for you. And what exactly does Jupiter in Pisces have in store for your summer? Well, Jupiter just entered your 6th house. And what this means for you is that you feel this sense of being revitalized, this restoration of your health, being more healthy, feeling the sense of vitality. Some of you guys might start doing more workout activities, doing activities that relate to bettering your health, bettering certain parts of your body. You might start doing new classes and things like that. But other than that, you might even start doing a new diet routine. You can even start a new diet that involves like vegetarianism or veganism, things like that. And 6th house really deals with that sense of productivity as well. So you might start feeling a lot more productive during the summer, getting work done. And speaking of work, not only does Jupiter in Pisces impact your health, but it also impacts your job, whatever you do for your career. So you can find a lot more work opportunities coming your way, a lot more expansion when it comes to your career, whatever your profession is, and maybe even elevation in your career, a promotion, maybe even changing jobs. Some of you guys might start doing a job that is more spiritual, doing more spiritual work. I feel like Pisces or Libras, you guys often find yourself in a spiritual related career because your 6th house is Pisces. And so this is the time where that might really align for you, where it's like if you've been wanting to do a spiritual job, start a spiritual YouTube channel, want to do like readings for a living, things like that, this is your window. And so that is very beneficial for you if you start that within this summer period with Jupiter in Pisces. And this also casts an aspect on your 2nd house. So this means money might improve for you, finances might improve for you, and this casts an aspect also on your 12th house. So this can also mean you travel, go to foreign lands. It could also just mean improvement of your mental health, your mental state, feeling a lot more optimistic, and having that optimistic outlook overall. And overall with this transit, you can expect to have better health, do a new workout routine, new health regimen, get new work opportunities, expand your finances, and travel for a lot of you guys. And with that being said, you guys have a mood board for the summer. And if you want to see what it is, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. And subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. And I'll see you Libras in my next one. Tropical Scorpio placements. This timestamp is for you. And what exactly does Jupiter in Pisces have in store for your summer? Jupiter just entered your 5th house. And this couldn't be more exciting energy, quite frankly, for you, Scorpio. The 5th house deals with creativity, self-expression, individuality, and pleasures. So during this summertime period, you can find that you're prioritizing your pleasures, prioritizing entertainment, fun, having a blast. And not only just that, but really tapping into your own individuality, your own uniqueness, really aligning yourself with what makes you you and expressing that to the world, expressing your creativity. If you want to start your own blog, start your own YouTube channel, do something that is very you-centered, this is the time where you do it and you succeed because you're prioritizing that in your life, which is yourself. And we're going to see some really exciting works and creativity come from Scorpio placements during the summer. Some exciting music, exciting art, exciting whatever you do creatively, you're going to produce that with this Jupiter in your 5th house. And it also might bring you fame. It could bring you recognition. It could bring you status. Whatever you do express and put out there, it does gain recognition from the public. And you can stand to gain quite a bit just because Jupiter is aspecting your 11th house as well, and Jupiter rules your 2nd house. So money is also in the stars for you. Gaining money, especially through the internet, gaining money in general, new revenue streams, there is that forecast for you. And a lot of you guys might experience the connection between your creative projects, publishing them, and then also getting paid for them as well, and getting paid a lot of money. So this is definitely a great time for you, especially if you want to start something new in terms of your creative projects, express yourself, have fun. Like, this is just the transit to really prioritize that in your life and really just leaving this heart-based lifestyle. And the 5th house also casts an aspect to the 11th house, to the 1st house, and the 9th house. So some other possibilities with this Jupiter transit also impacting those houses in your chart can be that you have some sort of glow up, you have this boosted sense of confidence and putting yourself out there more, being more public in the world, being more in the spotlight. And this could also mean with the 9th house aspect that you feel a lot more aligned with your purpose, aligned with your true dharmic path, not feeling lost or unknowing of where you're going, but just really being confident in who you are, your uniqueness, your individuality, your creativity, and feeling aligned with your purpose. So overall for you, Scorpio, this summer should be fun, especially with this 5th house activation. Being more creative, expressing yourself, gaining recognition, fame, money. It's really in the stars for you. And you also have a mood board for this transit. So if you want to see what it is, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. Thank you guys for watching this video, and subscribe. It means the world to me. And I'll see you, Scorpios, in my next one. If you have tropical Sagittarius placements, this timestamp is for you. And what exactly does Jupiter in Pisces have in store for your summer? Jupiter just officially entered your 4th house, Sagittarius, and what this means for you is that you're going to see expansion in your home life. You're going to see this abundance, good fortune related to home, related to family. A lot of you guys can move during this time, find your dream apartment, dream home, begin the journey to find that place for yourself. And you also just might be beautifying your home, spending a lot of time at home, and really making it your sanctuary. And the 4th house is not just home and family, literally, but it also represents happiness. And with Jupiter especially being your chart ruler, you're ruled by Jupiter, having this 4th house energy impact you does create contentment. It creates happiness, feeling like you are content with life. And the sense of security is strong with Jupiter being in the 4th. And when you feel that strong sense of security, having that foundation, then you can feel emotionally content in life. So happiness, emotional contentment is also here in the stars for you with Jupiter and Pisces in your 4th house. And when it comes to aspects, Jupiter doesn't only aspect your 4th house, but also your 10th house. So career expansion is also in the stars, expanding in terms of whatever your reputation is, whatever your public image is. Maybe that gets a boost in a positive way. And maybe some of you guys even change your career, do a new career, travel for your career. Travel is really strong here as well with Jupiter in the 4th, aspecting the 10th. So you guys can travel during the summer. And a lot of you guys, it might be for work as well. And going back to the fact that your 1st house ruler, Jupiter, is in your 4th house, you might be spending a lot more time feeling more nostalgic, feeling more focused on the past, feeling very fond of old memories. This is very nostalgic energy for you. Maybe you even take a trip back to your hometown, take a trip back to wherever you came from, and maybe even study your ancestry. Jupiter is the planet that deals with knowledge, so you can gain a lot of knowledge now about your ancestors, about your family history. Some of you guys might be doing ancestry DNA, doing family tree work, calling old relatives, putting it all together. That's really strong here with Jupiter in your 4th, especially having it be your 1st house ruler. And Jupiter casts the aspect on your 12th house as well as your 8th house. So what I've been telling the other fire signs too, because Jupiter aspects their 8th and 12th as well, is that Jupiter is protection. So it tends to protect you from negative experiences. And usually you see negative experiences come through 12th house things or 8th house things. So Jupiter's going to kind of protect you, protect your interests during this time, having that aspect on your 12th and having that aspect on your 8th as well. And overall for you Sagittarius, this is a time of inner contentment, feeling more happy, and focusing on your home life, creating a sanctuary for yourself, studying your ancestry, and even having a lot of career success as well. And you also have a mood board for Jupiter and Pisces transit. And if you want to see what that is, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe, it would mean the world to me. And I'll see you Sagittarius in my next one. Tropical Capricorn placements, this timestamp is for you. And what exactly does Jupiter and Pisces have in store for you this summer? Jupiter just officially entered your 3rd house. And what this means for you, Capricorn, is that your summer is going to be very social and just busy overall. You might be taking on a lot of new projects, starting new things, especially in terms of media. This could be a period for you where you are starting a new blog, a YouTube channel, even doing some sort of creative media project. This fortunate energy Jupiter does bring will bless you in that sense when it comes to those sort of projects and endeavors. And a lot of you guys might start a new skill as well. For example, you might start a new language, start a new course, and have this urge to gain new knowledge. And overall, it is beneficial for you to gain those new skills while Jupiter is in your 3rd house. And speaking of 3rd house, it also casts the aspect on the 9th house. So you might feel those 9th housey themes as well of traveling overseas, traveling to new foreign lands. You might also do something that is aligned with teaching, like becoming a teacher, being an instructor of some sort, taking on a job where you do lead other people. And some of you guys might start even getting deeper into more spiritual topics, spiritual concepts, learning new spiritual skills. Overall is very strong here. And going back to the first point of socializing, being very social is strong for you here, since Jupiter will be aspecting your 7th house as well as the 11th house. Making new friends is strong here. Getting into a new relationship for some people. New business partnerships, new social connects, collaborating with other people is really strong here. So you might do that on a professional front more so, but also just generally, leisurely make new friends, especially on the internet. So collaboration is strong. Making new contacts in your field, for example, is strong. And one of the feelings I got so strongly for you when I was doing your prediction is this theme of channeling ideas. 3rd house deals with communication and how you express those ideas. So some of you guys might be channeling new things, channeling new projects out. This theme of chatter really came up so strongly. So a lot of you guys might be doing things where you have to communicate a lot. Maybe starting a podcast, for example, or using your voice a lot. That's so strong for you that I see and I feel is just using your voice, using your communication skills, and having it be recognized by people and having it be really strongly channeled out of you. And overall, with Jupiter and Pisces in your 3rd house this summer, you can expect this theme of communication to be strong, communicating your ideas, starting new projects, especially media projects, and of course, making new friends, making new business contacts, and for some people, even starting a new relationship as well. And you guys do have a mood board for the summer. If you want to see what that is, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel, it'd mean a lot to me. And I'll see you Capricorns in my next one. Tropical Aquarius, welcome to your timestamp. And what exactly does Jupiter and Pisces have in store for your summer? Jupiter just officially entered your 2nd house. And what does this mean for you? Of course, money. 2nd house deals with finances, so Jupiter is going to expand that for you. It's going to bring you abundance, luck, fortune, new revenue streams, new work opportunities, new opportunities to gain more money. And not just that, I feel like the second house deals with this theme of leverage, having a leg to stand on, having support you need, having what you need in the world to be your best self, which a lot of the times is money, but it can mean other things as well. So you can gain those things in life that give you leverage, that give you support. You can gain the help of someone in business, for example. If you're someone who's like a freelancer and you need a manager or something like that, this is the time where you gain that. You gain new management, new business alliances, new investor, anyone that does help you in your business. This is the time where you do meet those people and they can help you, especially financially. And the second house rules your face as well. And you're probably thinking, what does that have to do with anything? But what I feel like might manifest for a lot of Aquarius is that you might become the face of something. You might, if you're someone that's like a model or something, you might book like a campaign to be the face of something. And the second house does aspect the 10th house of career. So you can find that you get new opportunities to put yourself out there, be the face of something. And even in a more just regular everyday sense, you might be more thrust into the limelight or thrust into being recognized in your career, recognized in whatever you do, online especially. So face is strong here, and you guys might even start eating more, for example. Jupiter will kind of give you that indulgent attitude towards maybe food, since second house is what we consume with our mouths. So that is also a theme here. But other than that, going back to the point about work, a lot of you guys might gain new work opportunities, new opportunities to expand your business. And these are opportunities that will make you a lot of money. So you have to be on the lookout for those opportunities coming your way because they're going to come in abundance. And some of you guys might even travel with this aspect or travel to new lands. Travel in general is strong. And just make new friends. I feel like when I was feeling the energy for you for this reading, it's like making new connections with people that support you, making connections with others that bring you new opportunities, not just having falseness or just shallow connections with people, but really bringing in that sense of support from other people is so strong here. And really gaining that sense of leverage in the world, especially through other people. Another word that came up for you with this reading is power. And having power, gaining power, the sense of leverage and power is so strong for you in the summer with Jupiter in your second house. And you also do have a mood board for the summer. So if you want to see what the mood board is, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you guys for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. It'd mean a lot to me. And I'll see you, Aquarius, in my next one. The stars of the show, Pisces. Hello to the tropical Pisces watching this. It is your season, your summer, because Jupiter just entered your sign. And this couldn't be more exciting for you. Jupiter entering your first house. And what does this bring for you in the summertime? During the summer, you might start feeling a lot more excited, a lot more happy, optimistic. Jupiter being in your 12th house conjunct Saturn in the beginning chunk of the year could have been a little bit depressing, restricting, right? And Jupiter going into your first house, it's like you wake up, you feel revitalized, you glow up, and you start having this more optimistic outlook and having faith and hope and feeling more healthy, for example, feeling more excited to get up, put yourself out there, put your face in the world. Whereas before with the 12th house transit, maybe you didn't feel that way, but now you feel that huge shift of energy. And not just that, but opportunity is so strong for you during this summer period. Gaining new opportunities, gaining new financial endeavors, financial revenue streams is really strong as well. So gaining is really strong here in general, but especially opportunities to expand your business, for example, expand your lifestyle, expand your career. Everything is just so strong. You couldn't have more of a better transit for the summer, Pisces. And since Jupiter naturally rules your 10th house as well, you'll find that you gain a lot of new career opportunities. New opportunities to expand your brand, expand your business. This is really great for entrepreneurs, for example, or people who have their own business. But either way, career opportunity, career fortune is just really in the stars here. And something else that's really highlighted for you with this transit is partnerships. That's because Jupiter is aspecting your 7th house directly. So a lot of you guys might get into a new relationship, especially a new significant partnership if you're single now. Even if you're already in a partnership, maybe you guys take it to the next level. Maybe you get engaged, you get married. But either way, Jupiter is going to bless your partnerships as well, bring you good fortune there. And not just romantic partnerships, but friendships as well, new relationships. And of course, new business contacts. I feel like for so many Pisces, there's that theme of career success and opportunities, and it might come through a business partnership, through a collaboration. Again, if you're an entrepreneur, this is great since a lot of entrepreneurs probably need investors and people to do brand deals with. So you might get those things with Jupiter being in your 7th. It also blesses contracts, signing contracts, doing anything that does require joint legal collaboration. So it is blessed there with Jupiter aspecting the 7th, and just gaining new business partnerships, platonic partnerships, and romantic partnerships is strong with this aspect. And speaking of aspects, Jupiter also aspects your 5th house and 9th house. So in general, you can feel that theme of being aligned with your true self. Your individuality is on display here, expressing yourself, and just doing it loud and proud, unapologetically, and feeling really aligned with your purpose, aligned with your destiny, feeling like you're almost untouchable because you're so aligned with yourself and what you're here to do, what your purpose is, that who cares if anyone has a problem with that. I feel like that's so strong for you, Pisces, and feeling really rooted in your sense of self, identity, and power. And something else Jupiter might bless you with during this time is foresight, having that ability to see in the future, see different events in the future, and really predict what is next for you, predict your own future, predict certain trends. That theme of foresight is so strong with Jupiter, and having that ability to channel out maybe creative ideas and having an easier time connecting to your imagination and bringing those creative, imaginative ideas to life. So that's really strong for you here, and you're definitely in the spotlight for this time period. I would say that. And overall, I would say it's a time period where you do experience a lot of new opportunities, career success, recognition, and start new journeys of your own in life. A lot of you guys might even travel during this time. And you guys do have a mood board for the summer based on this transit. If you want to see what that is, head to my Instagram at AstroKit. And thank you for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel. It'd mean a lot to me. And I'll see you, Pisces, in my next one.